What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is tutorial 30 and today's topic will be enum methods in Rust. So in the last tutorial we have seen very basic examples of enum using different sort of variants like integer, string, tuples and structure. And today's topic will be going to talk about how to define, how to use, how to when to use those enum methods. So it will be more or less similar to the structure methods, like in the I think few tutorials ago we have already discussed on how to create, how to define, how to use the structure methods, and that time we will use special keywords IMPL. So here also you'll be going to use the same keyword, and all the workflow and everything will be going to the same. But rather than talking on the theoretical part, I think it is better if I start writing the code and it will be easier to understand. So let me just open my IDE. So let's create one enum. So our popular example is exam. So pass is i32, and let's create another variant fail with integer i32. So sorry, with this thing. Okay, and after that let me create a main function. Okay, and I will create an instance of this thing. So let exam underscore 1 equals to exam this, then pass and 70. Okay, like this. And let's print ln, and here probably I can use this, and let's print exam1 like this. Okay, so we would like to print this thing, but as you all know, we'll get some error. So it will be like this. After that you have to put this thing derive, and inside that you have to put debug. Okay, so let's save this thing. So now what will be, it will going to print pass 70. Okay, so you'll got pass 70. So this is a usual or very basic way of creating enum, and how to print the enum variant name and their value. Now you only need the value of this thing, of your variant, only the value. How to do that? For that you have to do some special arrangements. So for that you have to create one method. So as I told you, while creating the structure method or struct method, we use IMPL keywords. Here also the same process, you have to use IMPL. After that you have to use exam. Okay, then this bracket, you have to remember this syntax. And again, I'm going to repeat myself. If you're going to just watch my videos and after that not doing anything, you will definitely forget. Okay, so you see the syntax are not going to be very easy like Python. So syntax are very complex and some sort of like concepts are there. So the more you are going to practice, the more you will develop those concepts. Okay, so after that fn, let's say print display value, and as you all know, it will use the self. Okay, just because only one argument, so it is equivalent to having no argument. So if you're not passing any argument from the calling method, then you should use only self. Okay, after that like this, as you are not having any return value. And this is the fun and magic part now. If let ampersand and exam this is pass actually. Okay, so what will be the value? Okay, okay, so if let ampersand pass with some value, means if some value is there, okay, then this is going to be self equals to self. Means if ampersand less pass value equals to self, means whatever you are passing, it is having this pass and some value, then we'll be going to print unused variable. Fine, so we'll be going to print this variable value. So print ln like this, and after that we'll be going to put value and like this. So what is this function is going to call? if if the calling function is if from the calling function, if you are calling this method with pass variant, then it is going to print the variant value. So now we have to call this method from here. So it will be exam1 dot display value. That's it. So what is happening, exam1 is an instance of this enum, right? So whenever we are using dot method operator, it will be easily get access to this method, and after that if you call this method, it will come over here, the control will come over here. So it will check and found this thing like pass is there, actually are you passing with this thing, so it is going to print this thing. Okay, right? So value of pass mark is like this. Okay, see, value of pass mark is 70. So let's see, if you put this thing with fail, so you'll not get anything. See, we haven't get anything because in our arrangement we have nothing for this thing. Okay, so this is the normal way of doing very basic way of getting the values from the enum, but there is another very simple and effective way of doing this things. For example, if you see, we're just matching this pass with this thing. Actually here, actually if we pass, it will going to return something, and if you are not going to use pass, the match will fail and it is not going to print anything. So if you see, the fundamentally it is doing some sort of string match or pattern match, right? So Rust provides a very useful and very powerful operator called match. Okay, so enum uses that operator as well, so we can use that to like streamline and make our process and life easier. Okay, so I'll be going to talk about that operator in the next video, but before moving towards that advanced topic, I thought of creating this thing so it will be easier for you guys to understand the fundamental things of getting the values from there. So I'll highly recommend you guys to do some sort of practice, so come up with some sort of different use cases, then actually it is going to help you actually what is happening. So let me again reiterate everything. So it is useful when you are going to use enum, or you are going to print some sort of enum variant. So after that, we are just creating the enum over here, or defining the enum over here, and after that we are creating the instance of the enum, and after that I'm just calling this method. In the method, this is very useful. You have to use this impl, you have to this thing. Okay, so I'll highly recommend you guys to go ahead and start reading the Rust official documentation, because this is not very useful if I going through those documentation line by line in this tutorial, because it will be going to like stretch the video length, and that is not very useful for many of the students, because they will start feeling bored. And so that is why I just reduce the theoretical part and more or less make it coding or actual practical part. So if someone is interested, they can easily go ahead and access those materials from Rust official documentation, and you guys will get more idea. So but again, in the structure session, we already discussed on why you use this self, and when to use self, and if you want to use more than one argument, how to do that. So everything is there, you can use this thing, and it will be useful if you guys just try to practice this code, and after then try to create more than one argument, try to pass more than one argument from here. You can create one variable over here, and after that try to do this thing over here. So what will happen, so in that way you will get some sort of more idea about your knowledge. Like you will actually, not your knowledge, you will be getting deeper inside the actual fundamental core concept of enum methods and all. So if you are able to pass 2-3 different arguments, and after that you are able to get those values written from the call function, so definitely you are learning something new. So I'll highly recommend you guys to grab a pen and paper, write down this code, do some practice. After that, try to extend or customize this code with 2 or 3 more arguments, and see whether it is working or not. If it is working, fine, you are very good. If you're not working, don't worry, write down an email or comment box to our video description in the video below in the video comment section. I'll try to answer your question, but don't just sit idle and watch my videos. It is not going to help you. If you see, in every tutorial you are going to use some sort of different syntax, so ultimately if you're not going to use those syntax by writing your own code, you will definitely forget. Okay, so let's get back to the explanation. So here actually what is happening, let underscore x exam and pass equals to value. It means it is checking that whatever you are calling from here, it actually contains this pass and some value is there or not. If something is there, then it is going to print that value here. Okay, so that is the ultimate objective. Okay, so what I'll do, guys, we'll see something maybe something similar in the maybe in the next video with match operator, but in between, if you guys are having any doubt, any question, or if you want me to like cover some other use cases, please feel free to write me. I will try to incorporate all this thing in my tutorial. Okay, so that's it, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day. Don't forget to subscribe our channel, hit the like button. If someone is watching our channel for the first time, please hit the bell icon as well, so you should not miss any notification from the next time. And thank you very much for all the Udemy students for purchasing this course. It is actually helping me a lot. Thank you very much for each and everyone who is actually helping me by subscribing or purchasing this course, and same applicable for all of you. If there is any problem, any confusion, any clarification you need, please write me over Udemy Instructor Boss. I'll always available there to answer your queries. Okay, so once again, happy learning, have a nice day. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.